Hey, Chiefs Kingdom! You're not going to believe what Colin Cowherd just said about Travis Kelce. The longtime sports commentator dropped a bombshell on his show, The Herd, suggesting that Kelce should retire right now. That's right, Cowherd believes it's time for Kelce to walk away from football. But is he right? Let's break it all down. Now, if you've been following Colin Cowherd, you know he's no stranger to controversial takes. He's built a reputation on bold opinions, and this time, he's set his sights on one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. Here's what he said. This is the perfect time for a clean break. He's got tons of money, lots of options, and one of the biggest mistakes teams make is holding on too long. That statement sent shockwaves through Chiefs Kingdom. Fans were quick to react, some agreeing that Kelce has nothing left to prove, while others were outraged at the idea of pushing a legend out the door. But let's be real, has Kelce actually shown signs of slowing down? Sure, he's not putting up the same numbers as a few years ago, but does that mean he should call it quits? This isn't just any player we're talking about. This is Travis Kelce, one of the most dominant tight ends the game has ever seen. So let me ask you, do you agree with Colin Cowherd? Is it time for Kelce to retire? Drop your answer in the comments. Type HY for hell yes. Type HN for hell no. And stick around, because up next we're diving into Kelce's own words about his future and whether he's actually considering retirement. Alright, let's get into it. What does Travis Kelce himself have to say about all this retirement talk? Because, let's be honest, Colin Cowherd can have his opinion, but at the end of the day, the only voice that really matters is Kelce's. Recently, on his New Heights podcast with his brother Jason Kelce, Travis opened up about his future. And if you were hoping for a clear answer, well, you might be disappointed. Kelce admitted he's thinking about it, but hasn't made up his mind yet. He talked about how much he still loves the game, but also how demanding the NFL lifestyle is, physically and mentally. And it's not just his words that have people speculating. NFL insider James Palmer from Bleacher Report recently suggested that Kelce is leaning toward retirement. According to Palmer, there are a few key factors in play. His body isn't bouncing back as fast as it used to. He's accomplished everything a player could dream of. Super Bowls, records, a Hall of Fame legacy. And let's not forget, he's got plenty of opportunities outside of football. This whole situation reminds me of when Tom Brady faced the same dilemma. We all know how that played out. Brady retired, came back, then retired again. Could we see something similar with Kelce? But here's a question for you. If this is the end, what will Kelce's legacy be? What's your favorite Travis Kelce moment as a Chief? Drop it in the comments. Up next, we'll take a hard look at what Kelce's retirement would mean for the Chiefs in 2025. And let me tell you, it's not an easy situation. All right, let's be real. If Travis Kelce walks away, the Chiefs' offense is going to look very different in 2025. You don't just replace a guy like Kelce overnight. His connection with Patrick Mahomes is on another level. They've built one of the most unstoppable QBTE duos in NFL history. When the Chiefs need a clutch play, who does Mahomes look for? Kelce. Whether it's a critical third down or a game-winning drive, he's always been the go-to guy. Now, let's talk about the depth chart. If Kelce retires, who steps up? The two main names in the mix right now are Noah Gray and Jared Wiley. Gray has shown flashes of solid play, but can he truly be the guy? Wiley is a promising young talent, but let's be honest, neither of them are on Kelce's level. So what are the Chiefs' options? Invest in the draft? There's some solid tight end prospects coming up, but rookies usually take time to develop. Free agency? Maybe. But elite tight ends don't hit the market often. And even if they do, they won't have that Mahomes-Kelce chemistry. Scheme adjustment? Could Andy Reid shift the offense to rely more on receivers instead of a dominant tight end? It's possible, but it changes everything. Bottom line, losing Kelce would leave a massive hole in the offense. So let me ask you, do you believe Noah Gray can step up and become TE1 for the Chiefs? Comment B for believe or D for don't. Next, we're diving into Kelce's future beyond football. Because let's be honest, the guy's got options. Let's be real. Travis Kelce isn't just a football star. He's a full-blown celebrity at this point. If he retires, his career isn't ending. It's just shifting to something new. And honestly, he might end up making more money outside of football than he ever did on the field. First off, there's his podcast, New Heights, with his brother Jason. It's already a massive success, pulling in millions of listeners every week. If Kelce decides to go all in on media, this could easily turn into an even bigger empire. More sponsorships, live shows, maybe even a TV deal. Speaking of TV, Kelce has already dipped his toes in the entertainment world. Remember when he hosted Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Dude has natural charisma in front of the camera, and networks are definitely paying attention. There's even been talk about him becoming a full-time sports analyst. Imagine Kelce breaking down games every week on ESPN or Fox. Would you tune in? And let's not forget Hollywood. He's made cameos before, and with his personality and, let's be honest, his relationship with Taylor Swift, there's a real chance he could land acting gigs. Maybe a rom-com? Maybe an action movie? Who knows? So here's the real question. Does Kelce still have that hunger to keep playing football? Or is it time for him to move on and explore these new opportunities? What do you think? Should Kelce go all in on TV, entertainment, and business? Or should he keep playing football for as long as possible? Drop your take in the comments. Up next, we're talking about the final decision and when we can expect an answer from Kelce himself. Alright, so when will we actually know what Kelce is going to do? Well, the Chiefs have set a deadline, March 14th. That's when they need an answer, and honestly, the clock is ticking. Kelce has always been all about football. His bond with Patrick Mahomes is legendary, and walking away from a shot at another Super Bowl, that's not an easy decision. But at the same time, he's got to think about his body, his future, and whether he still has the fire to keep going. If he stays, the Chiefs remain a top contender. If he retires, Kansas City will have some huge shoes to fill. Either way, the decision is coming soon, and it's going to shake up the NFL. So now, it's over to you. What do you think Kelce will do? Will he retire or run it back for another year? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if you made it to the end of the video, you're a real one. Drop a real one in the comments to let me know you're part of the Chiefs Kingdom. Make sure to subscribe to Total Chiefs for all the latest updates on this story. We'll be covering every twist and turn, so you won't want to miss it.